Welcome to the Validators, the show that takes the mystery out of marketing. I'm Jared Elrod, and today we're talking about health. Okay, here's the thing. So a little over 2 years ago, when I left my full-time sales position to strike it out on my own as an entrepreneur, I read a ton of articles, like just literally just a ton. Like you could weigh them, and it was a ton. 10.2 of articles. And you know what? There was a very common denominator. And it was basically the best way to just get more organized. And I was really into productivity, right? So the thing that I kept coming back to is exercise and eating clean are great ways you have to basically grow your business. Not, like right there. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Directly, there you go. But it's going to do some stuff that's really going to help you out as an entrepreneur. It's going to give you more energy, and it's going to give you more time by basically being able to be more productive, and it's going to help your brain. You're going to be able to focus better and get more done. So I decided, let's test this. Okay, so what did I do? Well, first off, I started working with a buddy of mine who I had watched over the last year and a half make the change from just like normal guy to I saw as he got into CrossFit and he started eating paleo, and I saw as he started posting stuff, and I saw how he started to get more healthy, and he seemed to like just get happier and seemed to be just crushing it in business. Sorry, Gary, for borrowing your term there. So I started working with him, and in 4 weeks, so this was a 4-week test here, I did a few things in those 4 weeks. So first off, like I said, I started working with my buddy Mike Doyle from Paleo, right? And the main thing there was just the accountability. So he coached me, he helped me with some of my food and exercise issues. Food being I ate too much of it, and it wasn't very good food, and exercise being I wasn't doing it. There was that coaching period where I got to feel awesome about myself as I was explaining to him my daily habits, and I had to take pictures of everything I ate. And it was just nauseating, actually, just looking at the pictures of all the crap I was ingesting on a daily basis. So that was the first thing he had me do, is take pictures of everything I ate. That was huge, because honestly, there's only so many times you can take a picture of pizza before you're like, how many times a week do I eat pizza? I was ready by the time we got started. So week 1 starts, the two main things he had me do there was to cut out cheese and to cut out energy drinks. Now, mind you, I was a cheeseaholic and an energy drinkaholic, right? So if you ask my mom, no joke, you ask my mom, I used to in high school, I'd come home from school. Granted, I was a swimmer and I was on the swim team, and I could eat whatever I wanted. It didn't matter. I'm sure it mattered health on the inside, but weight wasn't an issue. I was swimming so much I could eat whatever I wanted. So one of the things that apparently I wanted, I don't know why I did this, I don't do this anymore. I'd come home and I would literally grab like a bag of shredded cheese, cover a plate, melt it, and just eat it with a fork.
Yeah.
That's how bad I am into this cheese thing. So he goes, no more cheese. And I was like, oh, I can't do this, we're done. No, not really, but that's what I said on the inside. And then the second thing, he said, 3 energy drinks a week. Okay, so you're probably thinking, 3 energy drinks a week? Like, honestly, a lot of the guys I talk to, they drink like 3 a month. So no, that would be no big deal. That's way more than they drink. Here's the thing, I was drinking 3 a day, sometimes 2. And a couple times a week, I would go a whole day without drinking one or only drinking one, but probably 85% of the time, I'm drinking 2 to 3 rock stars a day. That's how bad it was. And I just had no energy. Like, I was having a hard time getting anything done. Okay, so that was, good for the first couple weeks, and then he just slowly started progressing me into more and more of a paleo diet. And week 4, so from 3 to 4, the last week, the 4th week, we did a 7-day challenge where me and some of his other coaching students that he works with, we just did 7 days of paleo. And it was like no cheats, no energy drinks. I couldn't have my 3 energy drinks or Mountain Dews. That was the other one, Mountain Dew, so I could have either or 3. None of that. It was like 100% paleo. And day 1 of this challenge, I was at my parents' house with all my family around. So it starts Monday morning. We wake up, and my mom's making waffles. And so everyone around me is eating waffles with whipped cream and either peaches or bananas. No joke. They looked and smelled amazing. Luckily, my grandma also was on a paleo diet. I don't know, she was doing paleo. So she made me some eggs and like I had eggs, salsa, and bacon. So me and her were eating these eggs and trying to flavor them up with a little bit of bacon and some salsa. And my parents didn't have good salsa either. It was grocery store stuff. And that's how it started. And it was an amazing week. I didn't think I was going to make it through it before we started, but I did. It was awesome. And so yeah, let's get to the results. Okay, so what did these 4 weeks get me? What did I get for all my blood, sweat, and tears? I think blood's the only one I didn't lose in this process. So definitely a lot of sweat and quite a bit of tears. They were on the inside. So here's what I got for my 4 weeks of, well, really by the end of it, it wasn't that bad. So here we go. Okay, so first up is weight, right? Now this was not something that was a focus at all in our goal and our plan working with Mike, because his whole idea was to change my mindset. So I'm not just on some fad diet. Now I will tell you, I have been able to lose in 30 days 20 to 25 pounds in the past with the Tim Ferriss's 4-hour body diet or the slow carb diet. But the problem is, after doing it for a month, I would lose the weight, I'd feel great, but then I would go back to the way I was eating. It was like, okay, I did that and I need a break, and then I'd gain the weight back, and generally I'd gain a little bit more. So after doing that a few times, I'd actually put on like an extra 20 pounds, and it was just no bueno. So in this process, like I said, weight wasn't a big thing. Mike never had me weigh myself or check any of that, but I did it anyways because you want the results. So I lost, in these 4 weeks, 20 pounds. So awesome. I was super stoked. That was the same, about the same. I do 20 to 25 with 4-hour body. But here's the thing, I enjoyed myself so much more, and I felt so much healthier. I wasn't just like killing myself by just eating the same plain eggs every single morning. I was trying new things, trying new vegetables, new dishes. I was loving it. I felt like I was actually changing like my brain chemistry. I don't know if there's chemistry in your brain. Anyways, I was making changes, and I was changing who I was, and I was feeling more confident, and it was great. Secondly, I had way more energy. I mean, if you watch my videos, you can tell just from this video, from some of my other videos, like way more energy. I wasn't as lethargic, wasn't having, you know, like crashing in the middle of the day. I mean, it doesn't mean I didn't get tired at all, but by the end of it, by the last couple weeks, I just saw it soar. Honestly, about 2 weeks into it, I saw a huge energy spike, and that was super motivating. So when I would want an energy drink or a soda, or I wanted pizza for dinner, I just thought back to how good I was feeling and how I knew, because before we did that 7-day challenge, you know, I would, like, 1 week I got a pizza anyways. In fact, I had a video I did where I was pouring out the Mountain Dew because I could have that one glass. I poured the glass, I poured the rest out. What am I gonna do in this video? What am I gonna do with this Mountain Dew? No, I'm not gonna chug it. So here's what I'm gonna do with it. I'll post links to that in the show notes, so check that out if you want to see that video for me relatively early on, like a week and a half in this journey. So that was the second thing, more energy. And then the focus thing, like all these articles are talking about like more energy and more focus, like your brain will begin to basically defrag itself for you computer nerds out there, and you'll have more focus. That one, totally true. Prior to this, I was working 10 to 12 hours a day and getting like halfway through my to-do list. A good day was like getting like 60%. You know, if I hit 70% of my to-do list, it was like, woohoo, I did awesome today. And then I slept for 2 days. Not really. But that was, you know, 50% of my to-do list. I was only getting it halfway done. After I got about 2 weeks into this, not only did the energy soar, but the focus and the mental clarity just soared. I went from working those 10 to 12 hours, I dropped it down, I was able to drop it down to 8 hours a day, and I was getting like my entire to-do list done. I mean, a bad day would be like 80 to 90% done, but like consistently almost every day I was hitting 100%, and I was only working 8 to maybe 9 hours. Like the most was like 9.5, and that was just like because I'd taken half the other day off, and I was able to catch up. It was amazing. Like, just the results just completely blew my mind. Like, I knew I was going to feel better, and I knew I was going to have more energy, but the mental clarity and the ability to just focus and get way more work done in a shorter amount of time, it was astounding to me. I really didn't expect that. Like, I figured I'd have more energy so I could sit longer and do more work. No way did I anticipate just being able to tear through it. It was like leveling up in a video game. When you're playing and all the characters are just so hard, and it just feels like you're using all your bonuses and everything just to get to the next end of the level, and then you level up and then all of a sudden those same exact bad guys you're just tearing through like nothing because you just powered everything up. Okay, got a little geeky there on you, but hey, that's me. BizDev Heroes, that's our website, right? You get a little geeky from time to time. Okay, so what's the conclusion? Well, I'm sure you can tell by now that it 100% absolutely positively this experiment was validated. So if you're sitting out there and you're working from your couch or wherever at home and you're eating potato chips and drinking sodas and energy drinks and you're just struggling to get your business off the ground and you're struggling to keep caught up with all your work, I definitely suggest this hack, this health hack, or this health strategy. You know, here's the thing, it can be hard, right? So not having that accountability, maybe you're the kind of person who can just go out there and do it on your own. I wasn't. I've been putting it off for years. I've been meaning to do it. I kept saying, when this happens, then I'll do it. And that would happen, and I'd find myself more busy. So I challenge you to go out and find someone. You don't have to hire someone. If you are looking to spend a little bit of money and just find someone who's just top-notch, fantastic, with a proven track record, I suggest Mike Doyle of Paleo Riot. But if not, you know what? Go find your person, or maybe you get a group of a couple friends together. I mean, after I started this challenge, I found out that one of my friends in January had started his own. I didn't know that ahead of time. If I did, we could have maybe started and done it together and kept each other accountable. So maybe you have a friend like that. But whatever it is, you know, even if it's just putting it on Facebook and just putting out like a video or a message as a challenge saying, this is what I'm doing, this is, you know, my intention, and I want you guys to hold me accountable. That's another way too. If you have no other support system or no green to drop on a health coach or something like that. But definitely this episode, this technique is validated. More energy, feel better, and have that mental clarity it's going to take your business to the next level. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching our very first episode of Validators, but tune in next time. The next one's gonna be really good. I kind of already have an idea of what the next episode's gonna be. I'm gonna be starting it tomorrow morning. You're gonna definitely want to check it out. If you haven't already, go find me on Facebook. Just search Jared Elrod, and I'm on there. Find the right one. And follow me, because I will be posting, other than the episodes, I will be posting updates 2 to 3 times a week. Just small little updates and milestones. So you'll be getting these full videos where everything is compiled together with all the results and everything that happened. But if you really want to see all those results, definitely follow me on Facebook or friend me on Facebook. And then go to bizdevheroes.com. Sign up for the email list there so you can also get notifications at the end of every week with all those short updates and everything, as long as some other great stuff on marketing and biz dev on how to grow your business. So until next time, I'm Jared, and you've been validated.